The Philippines can easily frustrate you and push you to your limits. You will have to choose your battles wisely. Busybody Visa says, I saw a video on Facebook of a foreigner getting into it with a jeepney driver. Naturally, the majority of the comments were on the driver's side, even though they didn't know the exact context. The driver was being reckless and almost hit him. Filipino culture seems to value harmony above all else, regardless of who's right and who's wrong. I rented a car to do some S&R, nothing out of the ordinary. The girl came to pick up the car and claimed I made a small scratch on the bottom of the car. I told her the scratch was already there. She was hoping I would just give her money to make her go away. So she kept insisting that, quote, we need to settle this, end quote. I was getting angry and told her to take the car and leave or I'd physically remove her from my property. She had clearly done this before because she didn't flinch, just put her head down and said, why, sir? Luckily, my cerebral cortex kicked in and I realized that at 6'3", 250 pounds, physically removing a smaller Filipina wouldn't have gone well for me. Good thing my girlfriend had filmed the car before we took it and proved the scratch was already there. Something similar happened this year. I just told the guy, file a case with the barangay, we'll settle it there. Then I walked back inside. I recall 6 years ago ordering food from Juana Ride, a local delivery company in Bacolod. When the rider arrived, he tried to charge me an extra 100 pesos fee because it was Bacolod Day. I told him to keep the food. He called his manager, and the manager asked me, why are you making a big deal over a small thing, sir? I asked and said, if it's a small thing, then you pay the fee. They reversed it immediately. Some locals want you to make a scene so they can play victim or record you and put it on Facebook. Videos of disrespectful foreigners go viral fast. Precisely, this type of thing happens on a regular basis. This is why it's important to understand Filipino culture by watching my videos on Filipino fact and truth. Some people may not like it, but this is the reality. This is the truth. If you want sunshines, rainbows, and butterflies, then just keep watching the bullshit that these popular vloggers feed you. If you want to continue to hear the truth, don't be lazy. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it so we can have more ears and eyes on the real situation, boots on the ground in the Philippines, and not just some fairy tales. Don't know why you were standing there arguing with the rental car girl when you have a video says specific month. I take video of all my cars, and if she said something, I would just put up my finger, grab my phone, scroll up to the video, show her the video, no need to argue, no need to threaten or remove them, nothing simple. Which the person responds, I didn't know that she had already taken a video. Wyclef says, they actually have a law or ordinance in the Philippines that's called undue vexation. This is exactly what you are talking about. It really doesn't matter if the Pinoy did something they knew was wrong. If you yell at them or shame them in any way, they will try to get the cops involved. Welcome to an Asian honor-shame-based culture. But unlike Japan and other places in Asia, there's less honor and more shame. You must constantly be aware of who is going to get embarrassed by unpleasant facts and information. And that right there is one of the most important things that you have to know about life in the Philippines. It does not matter if you are right or if you are wrong. As long as you are making someone feel embarrassed or calling them out in public, you can get in trouble because Pinoys will defend the other Pinoy no matter who is at fault. So please be aware of this and don't get into any type of situation you don't want to be in. Subject Nature says, if you are a person that thinks screaming is a successful argument technique, the Philippines are not for you. Also, if you are a person that will pay stuff you are being scammed for, it might not be. The issue is, it's hard to tell sometimes what a fair price is when it is so cheap. My wife walks away over 20 pesos all the time, like Bacon Buffalo, and Beyond charges us 15 pesos for a leftover box. Me, whatever, I'd rather have that than a baggie. Her, well, never go there again. Yes, you have to pick your battles. Do you want to argue for 15 pesos? However, the problem is when someone can tell or they do actually scam you or rip you off, they continue that behavior for every other foreigner as well. Not only that, you are enabling them to continue misbehaving and just scamming people. Furthermore, next time they may raise their price to 20 to 25 and they'll push their limit as much as you allow them. BJ says, quote, value harmony above all else. That explains the straight pipe mufflers and late night music cranked up to 12. I think they take being passive aggressive to the next level. They also go to great lengths to make sure they appear to be the victim. Precisely, the Filipinos do not value harmony at all. No, sir, that is not what they value. They value money. Simple. The truth is, it's a combination of many things. Combination of poverty, laziness, and this sense of being the victim in every situation, especially if you are a foreigner, because they have this sense of entitlement. They think just because of their history that somehow the white man owes them something. They feel like just because you have more money than them, somehow they are entitled to half of it or some of it, or at least they try to get as much of it from you as possible. Every day in the Philippines, people try to scam you one way or another. You may not see it as a scam. You might think it's just a small amount. But imagine how many people they come across and how often they do it. The truth is, the salaries are low in the Philippines. Most people have no jobs. They're addicted to gambling and alcohol, so they'll do what they can to try to squeeze every single peso from you. Some people take it personally, others don't. It's up to you to decide how you want to handle the situation, because in the Pinoy land, the truth is you have to pick your battles. You do not want to be in a situation where someone puts you in prison over an argument. The best comment from yesterday is from the Phil store. Anybody who says they didn't get scammed there after living there over a month just failed a real life IQ test. Yes, if you think Filipinos don't scam you, you're simply too stupid to see it. Did you live through something similar in the Philippines? What have you experienced that you have to remind people you must pick your battles, share them, so people are aware? Thanks for listening. God bless.